My name is Anise, and I'm from here, from Freetown, Sierra Leone, but I've been living in the United States. I'm a published author. I am here today to do a book signing. I'm at my sister's house right here on this beautiful, this is sitting on the strip of Sugarland Beach. So we decided to do a different type of book signing. Never had one by the seaside yet. I've had quite a few. This is my second book. It's called This Is My Pen. It's a compilation of poems, and I like to break things up to make it easy reading. So we start with, Love's Ink, which talks about different types of love, not just intimate love, but maternal love and toxic love, good love. Talk about grief, talk about resilience, rising and flame, talk about the hero side of things, talk about my life here as a child. So this poem book here has something for everyone, whether you are 5 or whether you're 95. It really has something for you to laugh, cry, or feel good about yourself. But above all, it teaches you about self-love and resilience. Now, this is my baby. This is my very first book, and it's called But Then She Smiled. Whew, this wind. So I decided to put something out very positive because I've been through quite a few challenges, but I'm sure everybody has had challenges in life. But this is a very uplifting and empowering book, an inspirational book. Again, it's broken up into sections. What I did with this one was break it up into 12 months. And for each month, I chose a personal challenge that I went through, and I spoke on the challenge. I talked about how I handled that difficult time in my life, and the lessons that I took from it. And I also have daily affirmations for every month. So this is the perfect book to inspire you, to motivate you, or just your daily affirmation to keep you uplifted and to remind you that your story is not the worst, because you can always get the lessons from every trials, every tribulation. But then she smiled. So whatever is happening, I'm falling, I'm gonna rise. It's not working, find what works. The door is closed, find your door. You know what I mean? So I've been writing since I was a kid. I decided to put something out in the atmosphere to leave a legacy behind for my children. And most of all, I wanted to remind people that whatever you're going through, your case is not the worst. There's always something to be thankful for. There's always something to be positive about. There's always something we can look back and say, it wasn't so bad. I got a lesson from that. So this is my reminder to the world. And if only one person, apart from my children and my family, if just one more person can be motivated or uplifted or smile from this, my job is done.
Yes, ma'am. So you decided to leave the United States to come and launch it here. Why?
Well, I'm from here. I actually came with my daughter, who is visiting for the first time. She's 26. I've also been doing book signings across the United States. So since we're here already, I thought, why not? I went to school here. Some of my friends are very excited. They've already got the book, but they wanted to have their own signed copies. So I thought it was appropriate to actually have a book signing here, right here at home.
As Sierra Leoneans, we do have a culture of love to read. We do love to read books. Maybe only when we have exams. How will you go and change that culture?
Well, that is exactly what we're working on, because I'm a Sierra Leonean and I love to read, and I wrote a book, and I think it's a great way to learn the English language. Of course, it's not our first language per se. So I still believe, despite all the technology, my children, born and raised American kids, still buy paper books. We still go to the library, and I like when people flip pages. So I talk to people and remind them that reading is a great way to expose yourself. Whether you travel or not, reading it's an escape. It can take you to places and take you to the minds of people. I know about so many different things and so many different people in so many different countries without ever being there, because why? I read. And how do I encourage people to read? I made my books very reader friendly, not too stuffy, not too bulky, and like I say, I break them up into sections so it's inviting and it's like an easy read. So and I also put pictures there to make it more attention grabbing and more more relatable. My stories are relatable. So I hope that this will inspire young readers. I hope that this will empower people, but I also hope that people will read more.
So if someone wants to buy them, where can I get it?
When my books are on Amazon everywhere across the world. I don't think we have Barnes and Noble here. They're on Barnes and Noble. For people who want signed copies, they come from me. There's a way you can Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, however way it works for whatever country you're in, and we'll find a way to have the signed copies sent to you. And again, another way for me to reach more people is going into all these different pockets of spaces, whether it's, I live in Maryland, but I've been to Atlanta, I've been to Michigan, I've been to Richmond, I've been to New Jersey. So I make time to go to all those different places to meet more people, because I want everybody to touch my books. I've also done a Zoom read party, and that went really well.
You mentioned earlier that you went to school here in St. Which school is that?
Oh yes, I went to the St. Joseph's Convent, the best school. At least it was the best when we went there.
So you also said that your daughter, this is the first time your daughter is visiting Sierra Leone. How Sierra Leone has been for her?
She loves my country. She said, "Mom, we should buy land. I want my own land. I want to build." She loves it. The heat does not bother her. The heat bothers me. We've been to Banana Island. We've been to all the small beaches around, and she is in awe. My daughter has visited all the African countries. And you know what? We complain as Sierra Leoneans. You know what she said? It's not that bad. You guys are better in infrastructure and you're more advanced. She just came from Congo and she said, they don't even have power. Who knew? So my daughter will be back. Of course, this is home for me. I'll always be back. But she is impressed and she loves it. She loves the people. She loves the food. And the weather does not bother her at all, which is shocking.
So I hope that you expect Sierra Leoneans to go and buy the books and read them. So you said that you mentioned about 12 months in this your favorite book. Which month is your favorite?
The month? They're all great. I always like how I end, I like the ending in this because there's always a powerful message. In this one, I talk about as you step into the next chapter of your life, may you carry with you the wisdom, joy, and resilience you have cultivated over the past year. So this is a great gift for the start of a new year. May you overcome your fears, pursuing the courage to try. May you have the audacity to say no and the power of letting go. So I love the ending. I always want to be impactful when I close out. It's not fair to call this my favorite. It was my firstborn. So in this one, I kind of closed it out by I wrote a piece that is called Restored Masterpiece, and it talks about I'm not broken, I'm a masterpiece. The pieces are just in different places, but I'm still me, just better, just different. I'm just now understanding myself. So even though I don't look the same because I was broken, I am together, just a restored masterpiece. I'm big on the entrance and how you exit. Same thing with people. When you meet them, they remember that. And when you leave them, they remember that. And the same goes for my books.
So what can you leave Sierra Leoneans and other people that are watching this video with?
I want them to know that Sierra Leone is beautiful. The people are very friendly. We are rich in culture. We are rich in resources, but we need structure. We need structure. For my friends that have been gone for so long, when you come back, it's depressing, I won't lie, but it's home. And I want us to be able to build this nation. I look at places like Ghana, I'm a little envious. And I wrote a poem. For the last 3 days I've been sitting outside, 2, 3 in the morning, and I wrote a poem that said, Salon, we can do better. And we're all responsible. We can't just blame the leaders, but we look up to them because I didn't sign up to lead this country yet. But I think that there's so much more to do. There's too much poverty. The education system needs to be improved. The medical system needs to be improved. We're so rich and people are still so happy, but there is so much more work to be done.
So thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me about my books and my daughter's experience here. I appreciate you, and I look forward to doing more of this with you. But my message to everyone is come visit Sierra Leone. Come enjoy this place. It's a beautiful place and the people are just amazing. Whether they're rich or poor, their soul is always uplifted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Sierra Leone.
Hi, thank you.
Mom just mentioned that this is your first time.
Yes.
So how Sierra Leone has been for you?
Oh, it's been amazing. I've enjoyed seeing the land and my family. We went to Banana Island, and it's been nice. The weather's been good. It only rained once.
Okay. I know this is your first time, and I know that maybe culture shock or so. Have you experienced anything like that?
I think the only shock to me was how much people want to take. I think the thievery is a shock. I think we try to give back so much, so it's shocking when the people that you give so much to still want to take more. That's the only thing. Everything else, no, because I visited Congo, so it doesn't shock me.
So Sierra Leone is your second African country.
It's what?
This is your second African country that you have visited?
Third.
Yeah.
I've been to Congo and Rwanda.
I know. Rwanda is beautiful.
Yes.
I know. But will you come again?
Absolutely, yes. I want to come again next year.
Next
Yes,
year?
yes, yes,
So
yes.
do it yearly.
If I have the money.
Okay, so today we will see your mom launch 2 of our books.
Yes.
Have you read them?
Yes, I'm a big fan of her poetry book. Is my favorite one because I love poetry. I get it from her. Yes.
So what are you going to tell those Sierra Leoneans that maybe they have taken decades they have not visited Sierra Leone?
I would say it's always good to travel and experience other cultures. Everybody should come. It's a beautiful place. We have to come and we have to rebuild and take care of our land. So come visit, bring the money, and come respect the land and the people and the culture. I want everybody to come.
So what would you like to invest in?
I think the first thing I would want to do, my family's big in healthcare, so they're opening a clinic. But for me, I think we have to take care of the land is the first thing. The beaches, we need to pick up trash. Yeah, that would be the first thing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.